Okay, so firstly, make sure that you've got your pan really hot. I'm just using a wok here because it does the job just as well. I've got these lovely duck legs. I prefer the duck legs because they are fattier and tastier. So you've got your pan hot. We're going to sear off the duck legs. So you can hear that sear. That means you have enough heat. If you don't have that sear, then you've got to start again, or you've got to wait for your pan to get hot. Very important you get that sear and that sizzle, because that's all the natural sugars coming out of the meat. So because duck is very fatty, I'm not even using oil. But you're welcome to use olive oil or any kind of oil you like. So just give it a turn. It is pretty hot, so it's not going to take very long just to brown. What we're doing here, we're just releasing the natural sugars in the meat using a high heat, and when you get it nicely brown. This is just the start of the cooking process. The next stage will be to put this in the oven. Okay, so now you can see the duck legs have been going for about 10 minutes. So they're nicely golden brown on both sides. They're still going to be raw inside because duck takes about 20 minutes to cook. But I've just browned them and got the colour going and the caramelization going. And I've also added a bit of seasoning, salt and pepper. Salt and pepper is very important. It's like you kind of frame a picture. It just adds an extra finishing touch to your meal that you notice if it's not there. Right, now that it's brown, let's transfer the duck legs to an oven pan. I'm going to turn off the wok. Okay, so now you've got this here in an oven pan. Now I'm just going to add my other ingredients, which I've got chopped over here, which is simply a bit of ginger, chili, onions, and garlic. You don't need all of those ingredients. You can just have ginger, for example, or whatever you like. But these are your Thai flavors. I'm very fond of them, so I want to put them all in. But really, you could just use ginger if you like. But I had garlic and chili for a bit of heat, so why not? Next I'm going to add, I've got some lemon rind and some orange rind over here. So I'm just going to put that over the duck. The zest from orange and lemon. And then I'm going to add some lemon juice. I don't measure here, I'm measuring more for bacon. This is cooking, it's more of an art, I think. So just going to add some lemon juice. And then a little bit of oil, a little bit of olive oil, just for some flavor. And then the last thing for this phase is just a little bit of honey, which I'm just going to squeeze over the duck for a bit of sweetness. So if you just think about it there, we've got the sweetness from the honey, we've got some heat from the chili and a little bit from the ginger and the garlic and the onions, and we've got the seasoning, which is a very important part of cooking. You always have to have your seasoning, your heat, your sweet, and of course we've got the sour too, which is from the lemons. Now I'm just going to bung this into the oven at about 180 degrees until the duck. Well, sorry, not until the duck is cooked, for about 25 minutes. Then we'll come back and we'll add just the last two ingredients, which is orange juice and figs. See you later. Okay, so now the duck has been in the oven for about half an hour, 25 minutes. Oop. And I'm just going to take it out to add the final ingredients. So you can see it over there. It's now, nearly cooked. Get in there. And I'm just going to add the figs, some sliced figs. Now whenever you have fatty food like duck, it's usual to have something sweet to complement it, something acidic and sweet to cut through the fattiness of the duck. So whenever you've got duck, you always have some kind of fruit or honey to go with it. It's the same thing as pork. Pork often is done with apples. Something cideric. So over here we've got our figs, just to contrast with the duck. And then I'm just going to take some And now I'm also going to add some orange juice, just for that contrast, to cut through the fattiness of the duck. We're having a contrast with the orange juice, and this is a popular combination when you've got very fatty food, is to have some kind of citrus or some kind of sweetness to cut through that. Now, the duck is nearly there. It's been going for about half an hour, plus we sauteed it at the start, so it probably needs another 15 minutes or so. So I'm just going to take it now and stick it back in the oven at 180 degrees over there, and I shall see you shortly. Okay, so now we have the finished product. It's been in the oven for another 15 or 20 minutes. So there you can see how golden brown and delicious it is, and the figs have started to soften and all the juices have combined. Now this will be lovely to serve with some veggies like some green beans. You must always think of colors, in terms of colors when you're cooking. You can see it's a lovely color now, it's very brown and red, but it needs something green. And in a funny way, the green colors will add a different texture and a different flavor to the dish. So by thinking in terms of colors, you can actually have a much tastier dish.